the rebuttal conversation was fire, and as the on court product takes center stage again,
Yeah.
they have to continue to sort of capitalize it. I guess I'll squeeze in the WNBA right here again because we
I thought
talked
we were going
about
to
the
talk about the
W.
draft lottery because
We are, and that's what we're going to
oh,
end on.
okay.
That's what we're going to end
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah.
Um, and just be squeezing this in here. I'll connect to the draft secondly, but we talked about them needing to capitalize in the missed opportunities on
They
that
they they
episode.
they burned the bag. Not only did they fumble the bag, they fumbled on fourth down, got the ball back, and then threw an interception. It's over. The
Knowing
turnovers
now
over.
knowing that even the bottom place teams start the next season 0-0.
Who's
They
watching,
have and I don't have I'm not going to get on here and say anything right, matter of factly right now.
bro?
A They have to continue it. They have to continue to throw their best stars at the wall and hope that it sticks. There is a conversation, and while here, so look, I get it. You're being to the fact, and you're cutting the fat from whatever it is you have to say about the league. However,
Milk cartons. They should be
they
sponsored
have
by
it.
Drink Milk.
That's not
They should
entirely
be
true.
sponsored. They should be
That's
sponsored by Drink Milk, based on the publicity and the recognition and notoriety they got last year by fumbling the bag, engaging in bad business speak. They should be sponsored by Got Milk because they're
I'll
on a
let
milk
you do
carton.
that,
They're all on a milk carton, and I'm saying this
but
because they had a draft too, and Paige Bruckers was supposed to be next after Caitlin Clark. And again, Got Milk would be a great
but here's the
sponsorship
thing.
for the
Here's the thing,
WNBA.
the season's just getting started.
Don't
She
want to hear
got
it.
busy. She got busy in her first preseason game. Wait until Paige comes to Vegas. Wait until the Sparks
Angel Reese at McDonald's.
wait until the Sparks come to Vegas. Now here, I get it.
Angel
I
Reese
get
at
it. I
McDonald's.
get it.
Angel
You
Reese
got
at
joke. I
McDonald's.
get it. You got jokes for them. However,
Shaq is buying
the team,
culottes.
the league, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that
No.
because we have
What?
to hold ourselves accountable for how the portrayal of the league is and what the narratives are and how they spin. Get it? We're getting the jokes. But if it's always a joke, it can't be. I get it. You're not really making a joke. So that's why I appreciate the fact that you're keeping it hot.
I'm telling them, look,
Ever. I'm just doing that at the same time because there is a product. There is a game that's developing. I'm saying, wait until the Sparks play the Aces. Wait until the Fever wait until they're
they
breaking
need to
record
hire my
numbers
man Soy Sauce.
when the
Shout
Fever or
out Soy
Sky are
Sauce
playing
Sports.
again.
Soy Sauce
Wait until it
Sports.
happens. It's going to be leadable material and they're going to continue to, make waves. They don't have an Olympic interruption to the regular season this year.
Pass,
And
respectively.
again, that's fine. I'm voicing some of the counter to that, and that's okay. They
Okay.
both can exist right now because that also is what
Camila
exists in the
Cardozo.
digital space. But
Smash.
women's sports are continuing to move. And if we're talking about professional women's organizations, the W has a head start on a lot of people. I'm not talking about what the success stats and what's the bottom line. All of that does matter. But this is the the organization domestically that has mattered the most and has the history behind it. We got to keep it going, especially with a team right here in
Let's say,
Vegas, man. This
let's
team
say, yeah,
operates like a men's professional sports, and some of that is due to Mark Davis being at the top.
we lost Kelsey
That
Plum.
isn't the norm yet,
Smash.
but it's continuing to matriculate slowly
So,
but surely.
okay, let's go to my business side.
Was needed. Expansion was needed. There's too much talent left on the cutting room floor. They need to be in more markets. They need to have more games. They need to continue to grow.
They need to go and look at February 2024. Take out that business plan, delete all that stuff I don't like, and then do everything else. Because you do not go. And again, if they were to hire me to represent them, or one of their players would, which will probably happen in the near future, you do not go from being at the top of in the tip of everyone's mouth and at the top of everyone's head for this great rivalry of college superstars, women, who now have a professional league. Cheryl Miller didn't get this, but Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark did. And they fumbled that bag, son, because you got Angel Reese at McDonald's. Blage, I think she was supposed to come out. She might be balling, but she's supposed to have a record out. WNBA should have had her make a theme song. Caitlin Clark, she should have just played her role. But you getting on, you know what I mean? That like button. Like.
Yeah, somebody else yeah, I feel you.
No. And then the
There's
response to
blowback.
it, and then the response to it is what is the response to everything now in this country. People wear their thoughts and their political views, they wear them like dirty underwear. They don't take them off and stink both sides of the leg, right and left. So the concept I have behind it is how you fumble that bag. You got the chick, this the Caitlin Clark is the female Larry
Me,
Bird.
yeah.
Hold on. Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
female Larry Bird. Angel Reese is magic. Don't care how many layups she missed. Don't care how many times they punched Caitlin Clark in the face. You had them talking about you. I did a season on them. Some of my best shows, and I know women's basketball well. You had Kim Mulkey, college basketball. Dawn Staley. It was a synergy. And then they went and messed up and left homegirl off the team. Now, if you want to tell me as your legal or business representative where
Talking
you
about the Olympic team.
where you fumbled the bag, when you left those two girls, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, off the Olympic team, you fumbled the bag. You see these matches? You fumbled them. You dropped them in the water. Now y'all gonna be cold outside. The fire is not gonna cook the food, and the coffee is gonna be drank with plain water. That was probably one of the most ill-advised, and I will be professional because I'm well versed and trained, one of the most ill-advised business decisions that I've ever heard of. Because if you look at it from that perspective, that's on the men's side, the dream team, they added Christian Laettner. They Tatum'd him. They put him on the bench, but they added him because they knew that if you leave off the top college player who's on the cover of GQ, all the girls love him, and he is America's favorite, and you leave him off on this team, you're going to have a problem. Now, they left Isaiah Thomas off, but Isaiah Thomas, those discussions on business time, when someone owns the airtime and you discuss things that go against their airtime and their sponsors' wishes, well, this is business. This is business. And they fumbled that bag like Jerome Bettis fumbled at the goal line in the Super Bowl versus the Seahawks. But they won that though. They won that though.
Question then, which is the actual question, and you'll have an answer. What do you do now at the start of the next season when you're 0-0? I get it. It is a loss. It is a sunk cost.
You do this and you look up and you call Pope Leo. You get Chicago on the phone. Pope Leo, we fumbled the bag. You got to get on the confessional, baby. Get that 800 number going. Get Vatican, yes. It's the WNBA. The Chicago Sky is calling. Pope Leo, hello? Chicago Sky. We fumbled the bag. I need a blessing. That's what they got to do. Okay? That's what needs to happen. Look, you don't do that.
Right,
you don't leave the two
no,
biggest
I know,
stars
but I'm saying
off the team, the Olympic team, when the globe is watching, and I'm getting everyone knows what I do. They know I'm a radio host. The globe is watching. The globe. The globe. Not Indiana, not Illinois, not the
not
United
Iowa.
Contiguous. The globe. And you take the two biggest stars that you have in your season and you sideline them for 3 months, let people forget about them. You have no merch. Ain't nobody buying no Sue Bird jersey. I'm sorry. I don't. Tarazi, I love you. But those USA Clark and those USA Reese
No, man, they
jerseys.
would have sold like hot cakes, man. I know, man. They would have
This
flooded
is
the
this
streets.
is
It would have
why
flooded the streets. I
this is
know.
why they this is
I
why they pay
understand.
this is why they
That's
pay
what I'm saying.
JB the big
I'm
bucks.
with you,
This
and
is
I
what
know, and we both
and this
know.
is the only place you can
Now
be
what?
because they have to come
Still,
to the. I told you. Hello, hello.
I know, I know.
Yes, it's Caitlin. Hi. Yes, you know my boyfriend, right? He's an arch Catholic from upstate New York. He wanted you to bless me. I don't know what happened. Indiana fumbled the bag. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's
You
so
know,
I get you right. Yeah, no, it will be. The game has to do some of the heavy
no,
lifting.
no,
I
no.
want to see. I know. I'm not even.
You
This
know
is
when
this
you
is
live
rap.
with a woman,
I'm not
you
continuing it.
bro,
I'm done.
you've
I'm
already
done.
lived.
I'm not saying
No, I
anything
ain't lived
else.
with her